let's see if we can finish this. And we'll start a brand new game right after. Wasn't there a puzzle here?
Bugs. Big ones.
Looks like they're made of metal.
Metal?
This place would never pass a fire safety inspection.
I think it's here.
Is it locked?
Seems likely, doesn't it?
This one, I did not understand. I guess I was supposed to connect here to here. Does this work? Does this connect? I don't know if it... Then I will have to bail. Wow. Comedian here. Wanna see how this ends? The VOD will be up. This seems like it fits perfectly, but I don't know where to go from. I don't think this... Unless it's supposed to? In which case, no. Like, almost there, but not really. Which ones can you change? Pretty much change all of them. I just have to connect from here to here. I guess I didn't really see what they all look like. I can only move... I guess we can start from here or something? Sip. I'm sipping some Coke. Would that connect? I don't understand this.
Nothing.
I think we're trying to make a path between the key and lock symbols on either side.
Well, yeah, I know that. But how? For never being on time. I'm just saying, she don't really is not really on time. She relates it in honor of her. Oh, maybe I break it off from here. Then This makes sense to y'all here. And where do I go? It is making sense. Yeah, but like... I can't like move it any further than I have. I see there's a different way to... Can't this go under? Yeah. Isn't there a predetermined layer? I don't like that.
I guess that's
The easiest part should be connecting the path to the two symbols at either end, since they don't move.
I know that's the easiest part. Is the hardest part is picking the ports. What don't? Breath of the Wild. I like Breath. I don't get this.
Nope.
Just start on the left and try to work your way across to the right.
Start on the left. What I thought I was doing. have to like link up like this? How close does it have to be? Have to link up like that. Getting confused. Wait.
No, that was it.
Ha.
Nice work.
Stronger than me. I'm just more stubborn.
Anything inside?
Yeah, more research.
Secret research. Folder containing research notes and diagrams. 1. Our unique flora and fauna is the byproduct of a number as of yet unidentified chemicals. 2. These chemicals are continually present in the water, forming clouds and filling the lake. This causes a variety of mutations in plants and animals. 3. Smaller creatures such as arachnids, insects, mollusks, amphibians, and crustaceans are the most affected. However, the chemicals may travel up the food chain, cause mutations in birds and reptiles. As far as we know, mammals remain completely unaffected. I think the family is like family of mutants or something.
Whose research is this?
I think we can go down now.
It's a hatch.
But we're already.
Depends on your
Let's not. We still haven't explored this room
He
properly.
has a question. Secret lab forest.
This is some seriously in-depth research.
It's impressive, but it's incomplete. There's a section missing.
It is missing. Oh wait, I think the golden beetle is the missing one, right? Yeah, it says 4.
So, this is Pointer's secret lab.
Definitely seems like he's the one using it.
I guess not a lot of people know about the secret entrance.
Right. But if Pointer's the only one who comes down here, why would he need to lock his research in a safe? Who is he hiding it from?
Yeah.
He's just paranoid, especially about his golden beetle.
What do you think he's trying to do exactly?
You don't know. Why is there so much research on this beetle and why is it hidden? Golden beetle. Maybe Pointer? Is it trying to breed? Golden Beetle. The underground lab?
Pointer has been trying to breed the golden beetle in the underground laboratory.
Why? Because it's rare?
Because it's gold?
Is that it?
I think so. I don't think he cares about entomology any more than he cares about astronomy.
Is he just doing it for the money? Pizza. Pizza's... And cake. What kind of cake?
He just wants to get one over on Felix. If he can breed his own gold, suddenly Poppy's inheritance is looking pretty,
infinite. Might explain why he was so worried about losing the beetle. Maybe somebody did steal it.
Might have been Freya after all. We know she was trying to get through the secret door in the garden.
She might not have known what was down here, though. Maybe she was just curious.
So Pointer killed her, maybe?
Curious, sure. But not naive. I reckon she knew what was going on.
I think we're still missing the bigger picture. There's no way this is all just about a beetle.
Oh.
We're done.
We are?
Ready to go down? Again?
That's good. Lowest level is spooky.
A single book on a little makeshift table.
Bug freak.
This is creeping me out slightly.
Why?
I think it's a children's book.
No, is this a scary game? No one told me. This is The Sea and Sky, a children's picture book. It looks very old. The ink dip, an elegant bird with red and white plumage, silver snake, aquatic reptile with no eyes and a long tongue. Soul bear. Crab with 3 differently sized claws. Amphibi, frog-like creature walking on 2 legs. Chocolate with chocolate buttercream ice cream. Ooh, that sounds good. Icing. Oh, well, that sounds good too.
It's an old coat rack. Looks thoroughly neglected.
2 cloaks. And a green hat draped on top for good measure.
2. A green hat. Where's a green hat? No one.
Basements don't normally have windows?
We're at the bottom of the lake. We must be.
Right. But if that's the lake bed, why does it look like that?
Like what?
White, smooth, no plants, no anything. That's not what a lake looks like.
I was expecting a Hades game vibe from the lower low.
Where are we?
Yeah, aren't we underneath the lake? I can't tell what's out there. You actually bought a pumpkin? Ooh. Hi. Pumpkin? Why are there so many
Old
boxes?
cardboard boxes.
How exciting.
Oh, but there's more. They're also damp. And empty.
Yeah, it's damp, so we're underneath the lake, right?
We're too late. This photograph has been stabbed.
Why? By what?
Not sure. Some kind of metal stabbing thingy.
Not a harpoon shit. Bleak but sturdy metal rod. It has been stabbed into a photograph. The rod has a curved and pointed tip like an arrow or the hand of a clock. Small loop at the back with a short length of red rope. Red rope from a thing we have? Connected to. Metal is perfectly clean and...
So what's the photo?
What? The frame was slightly damp. The photograph shows a young girl, large man sitting next to her. Around him are several red and white birds. A metal object was into the photo, leaving a hole near the man's chest. I think this is the matriarch of the family. I don't know who this is though. These are the birds. The ink dip.
Do you know who it is? In the photo? There's a roll of paper up there.
I'll see if I can reach it.
Let me guess. Blank.
Unroll it. Misted Mansion? Only 2 levels? I like pumpkin pie. You know, I'll eat any pie. I like sweet. Fun gourd fix.
It's the
The
room.
laboratory?
Oops.
Yeah.
It looks like the water level's pretty low. Unless I'm mistaken. Unless it's just showing like how fall. No, that doesn't make sense. I feel like this is the water level. Maybe? I don't know how these work. I prefer it with whipped cream. I don't think I've eaten it with whipped cream actually.
It's the aviary.
Live in the Waldo's
Music
Game
room.
Studio.
Music room.
The library.
Yeah, and there's more bedrooms on top of the garden.
The rooftop garden. That name makes a little more sense in this context.
Yes, this makes more sense than like having a garden like on the 3rd floor or something and then more on top of it.
Storage.
It's Freya's room.
Freya's room is storage. Boo.
A bedroom.
That's Fifi's room, isn't it? A bedroom.
Penny's room, I think. Study. Wait.
I know what you're thinking. And no, we never went in there.
How did we miss it?
I think it's behind that aquarium thing. You need to look at that.
This seems pretty significant.
Agreed.
Misted Mansion. Was that its name? North side cross-section, a roll of parchment on which the plans for a grand mansion have been drawn. Horizontal line marks where the lake was before. Second marks where it is now. Oh shit, so it was this low and then it rose up. Global warming. Mansion has been built on top of a large structure above the lake, supported by pillars. Freya's room is listed as storage, a room labeled studies. That's all.
Gives off kind of a dungeon vibe.
What do people actually use chains for?
Nothing good. This room looks old. Like, old.
It makes the rest of the house seem relatively modern.
How about the lake?
Did you notice how much light this room has? For a room with one candle?
It's all coming through the window.
I'm pretty sure lakes are supposed to be darker at the bottom, not
Yeah,
lighter.
this lake is glowing.
Why is there a room down here anyway? And why is it so much older than the rest of Tangle Tower?
We still don't really know why people came to live here in the first place.
Maybe they just wanted to get rich, like Pointer with his beetles.
I feel like the Remingtons came here for the lake, for what was in it.
It's empty, though.
In the lake.
More empty than a normal lake would be.
It is now, yeah. Maybe we're too late.
Huh. Didn't have any fun gourd facts, rip. Yes. They used to carve turnips instead of pumpkin. I know where that from. Persona. That's Slytherin.
This man in the photo, he reminds me of something from one of our clues.
What? Yeah. Oh, this? This.
Felix made a little model of him for Flora.
Yeah, it makes sense when you know who he is.
As I brought up in Persona, oh, you go to school and you just answer these questions to upgrade your knowledge. The questions are usually like trivia questions, though. This is Lord Remington.
Lord Remington.
Remington. That makes him Flora's father.
Yes.
Meaning the girl in the photo is...
Yeah, it's her. See the bird, too.
I never would have guessed. Times sure do change.
I don't know. I don't think she looks so different.
Well, she looks the same.
Let's head back up to the Grand Hall. I want to find that last room.
Let's go.
Wow.
It's all
it's
dark all of a
dark
sudden.
all of a sudden.
How long were we down there?
This must be it. This thing goes all the way up.
How are we supposed to get up there?
Hang on. It's pitch black, but I think there's a switch.
Pull it.
A ladder.
Want to go up?
Hidden heart. What?
Is that a crab?
It's got a translucent exoskeleton. You can actually see its insides.
Also, crabs normally have 2 claws, right? Not 3?
The crab in the story.
Ugh. You sure we should be touching it?
Grimoire, don't you think it looks familiar?
I don't remember how it
This
looks.
crab really reminds me.
That little wooden toy we found?
Yeah, but I don't think that's going to help us. I think I've seen it more recently.
Look at it again. Monster House movie fucked me up as a kid. It had ugly designs, but I liked it. Was Mitchell Musso in the Monster House movie? Let me take a picture. He voiced the main kid? Really? Huh.
Is that a crab?
It's got a
Also, crabs...
Oh. That have to be exact.
I guess that's wrong.
I don't think we need to guess.
What do you mean?
We have all the information we need in our case file.
I know we do, but... Oh, I can move this. Ugh.
Perfect.
There we go.
What's-
Something somebody
Oops.
didn't want us to find.
Crossbow. I'm guessing this is where the red string goes. Yeah?
What is it?
We know what it is. I don't like that it crunches when you move it. I don't like that either. Is this bear
You know,
thing?
in any normal room, this thing would be my main concern. In here, though, it barely makes the top 3.
Look at this.
Dragon?
Snake?
Worm?
That's the one.
Some kind of fish and a bird skull, I guess?
If that's a bird skull, we're talking about a 15-foot bird here.
Well, how about we stop talking about it?
Oh, huge.
Who are all the people in this photo?
Not sure, but it looks like someone didn't like them very much. Their eyes have all been crossed out.
It's spooky. Whoa. The ambassadors of Misted Mansion. Photograph in a sturdy wooden frame. It's dusty and looks several years old. Brass plaque at the base of the frame reads, Ambassadors of Misted Mansion. Photo shows 2 women and 3 men wearing a variety of different styles of clothing. All 5 people have had their faces crudely covered with black ink. This looks like a copy. Leafy. It's the astronomer guy, maybe? Huh. Fun way to cross out eyes like there.
That photo is important. I'm sure of it.
Are these cages?
Those aren't bird cages.
Oh?
Some of them are disconcertingly large.
At least they're all empty.
You sure that's a good thing?
God, they're running amok.
It's a wooden pinboard, hung up on one of the chains.
Looks like there's a couple of things missing from it.
Large central sheet of paper has been pinned to it. 4 lines have been drawn from a gap in the center. Smaller sheet underneath features a drawing resembling the silhouette of a cloaked figure. Wait.
It's a wooden pinboard hung up.
Looks like there's a couple of things missing from it.
Looks like, this photo goes on. Why the painting?
It's a wooden pinboard hung up on.
Looks like there's a couple of things missing from it. Do those look like scratch marks to you? On the glass?
Yeah, they're on the inside.
Oh god, something's in the water.
Crumpled up paper.
Is there anything written on any of it?
Not really. It's mostly blank.
Oh, look! Supposed to be here.
An axe and some kind of hunting rifle, mounted on the wall.
Honestly, doesn't look like they've been moved in a few years.
I'm more worried about the third one.
The third one?
The one that isn't there.
Coffee table, half-empty wine bottle, lamp left on. And I'm gonna say someone's been using this room.
Someone complacent enough to leave their notebook lying around.
Several pages have been ripped out, but a few remain. Fifth ambassador located finally. Can't say I harbored any optimism, but still somehow disappointed. No better than the rest of them. Took my misted friend into the music room for experiments. Works, perhaps too well. The laboratory was another disappointment. All that effort for what? Even more short-sighted than I would have guessed. Went to the bottom, nice view. It's been mostly cleaned up, but She got in. She was careful, nothing was moved, but I know. What? Searching for these?
Not sure, our eyes have all been crossed out.
Wouldn't they be far away?
An incinerator built into the wall. It's still pretty hot.
Is there anything left inside?
It's mostly ashes. But yeah, there's something.
Not much more than a pile of dust and ash. Among the ashes are several black buttons, red-colored scraps of fabric. Black buttons, red scraps of fabric.
Someone's been using this room.
Enjoy your dinner.
They call this room a study?
What would you call it?
The secret death chamber of doom. I don't get it. This room is in the original building plans for the mansion, but nowadays it's some big secret?
It's not a secret to everybody. At least one other person still knows about this room.
The way the notebook was left out on the table makes me think it's someone who has the room all to themselves.
Whoever it was, they left more than just the notebook. There's a whole design project on this pinboard. Feels like someone put quite a bit of effort into it.
It's a shame there are things missing from it. I'm betting it'd make more sense if we could see it all together.
That might not be impossible, you know.
You got the stuff. This one... This thing. Why Hawkshot? That's very weird.
The painting from Freya's room and those sketches... Did Freya design Detective Hawkshaw's clothes? What kind of sense does that make?
I don't think that's why Freya made that painting, but it may have been why somebody took a photo of it to use as reference. And as for those sketches of Hawkshaw, I don't think Freya actually drew them. It was somebody else. Someone with less of a talent for art.
Doesn't exactly narrow it down. Should we go ask Detective Hawkshaw about all this?
I'm not sure. I still don't know what's really going on.
Yeah, does she even know? This person picked you because you look like this abstract painting.
Another photograph.
Their faces are all crossed out with some kind of black ink.
That's weird.
Oh, you think so?
No, I mean, something I just realized. Sally, did we meet any of these people here at Tangle Tower?
Well, the woman on the left looks a little like Poppy, but her style is way different. And at first I thought the guy on the top right was Felix.
Yeah.
But now that I look at it, I don't think it is him.
Okay.
Was someone trying to hide it? From us?
I don't know, but it looks incomplete to me. I want to know what happened to the rest of it. Where are the other parts?
I found them already.
We found them already.
This one is real.
I think that might attach the crossbow, but not this part of the crossbow.
Oh. It attaches to the top. Oh, this one. This one's real. This one is Ilrock.
What do you make of it?
Not sure. Let's keep an open mind.
You don't think the crossbow is the murder weapon?
Oh no, the crossbow is definitely the murder weapon. But that doesn't mean we've solved the mystery.
Yeah, how? How would the crossbow be the murder weapon? Be murder. Oh?
Time to solve this.
All right, break out the notebook. Time to put it all together.
Let's start with this. It's an arrow for the crossbow, and it matches Freya's wound. It's the murder weapon. I'm sure of it.
Despite the fact it doesn't have any blood on it, and it wasn't found anywhere near the crime scene.
Mm-hmm. It was cleaned, then it was hidden. I don't think anybody expected us to get down to that room at the bottom of the lake.
Do you not say
Okay,
just
so
to keep an
Freya
open
was
mind?
shot by a crossbow. Where was it fired from?
Yeah, where? Would it be behind it?
It was fired from behind Freya.
Wait, I'm confused.
Me too.
Okay, so Freya was shot by a crossbow. Where was it fired from?
That was wrong. It would be in front.
It was fired from in front of Freya.
Wait, I'm confused.
What?
Me too.
Okay, so Freya was shot by a crossbow. Where was it fired from?
You think she fell over first and then she got shot?
It was fired from above Freya.
Above, huh?
Yeah, our diagram doesn't show everything. Let's add in the rest of the crime scene.
The attic.
Perfect hiding place. We even found a part of the murder weapon up there. The reel was used to pull the arrow back up through the crack in the floorboards.
Explains why we never found a weapon at the
Okay.
crime scene, I guess.
Okay.
The murderer must have dropped the reel in the attic. I'm guessing they were in a hurry to escape.
Wait. The arrow was fired through the crack in the floorboards?
Yeah, it's directly above where Freya was found lying on her back.
Nope. Doesn't add up. It would have missed her if she was still standing up by the painting.
Ah, right.
Unless...
She was already lying on her back.
Freya was already lying on her back before the arrow was fired.
I think so too.
I don't think she was relaxed. Maybe she'd fallen unconscious.
She'd fallen unconscious.
Something in the room caused Freya to fall unconscious.
The gramophone?
The gramophone.
Right.
But the gramophone by itself can't do that.
There's something in the gramophone, you
There
mean?
is something in the gramophone.
Mm-hmm. Something small.
What's hiding? Something's...
That's not it.
All I can think of is these, the tapes, right? Potted thing?
That's not it. That's not it.
Okay. Ew. I'm looking at this. Because somebody tried it before, right? What is this?
That's not it. That's not it.
You know what? This thing, maybe?
That's not it.
I don't want to click each thing. Crumpled fake.
That's not it.
No! What was inside you? Yeah, I'm confused. Something that would make her unconscious, hiding in the ground.
That's not it.
Eh?
That's not it.
My God.
That's not it. That's not it.
The feathers.
That's not it. That's not it.
I don't... I must have everything, though. I'm not missing anything.
That's not it. That's not it.
What is it then?
That's not it.
Just spam each item.
That's not it.
It's just annoying.
That's not it.
Thought I could get this.
That's not it. 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 That's not it.
Pointer's research says it can emit an incredibly loud hiss when it feels threatened. Poppy and Fitz both said they heard a loud noise around the time of the murder. Neither of them had any idea what it was.
This seems a little far-fetched. Is it really loud enough to knock someone out?
No, I don't think so, not by itself. But don't forget, it was being amplified by the shape of the gramophone. Now, I don't think we're purely talking about volume either. It might just be a particular type of frequency.
This is getting kinda scientific. Since when do you know anything about the effects of weaponized audio frequency?
I don't, but I think someone else does. Do you remember that statue we found in the music room? The horn it's playing. It's a pretty similar shape to the one on the gramophone. That broken glass isn't there on accident. This is someone's science experiment.
Thinking about it, Pointer said he saw Flora was knocked out too. I guess they were both in range of the noise, although Pointer might have been lying.
Personally, I think he was telling the truth about that. It's pretty clear a powerful frequency did pass through Flora's tower. Caused quite a bit of damage too.
Was affected by the powerful paint.
Those cracks didn't appear out of nowhere. Freya's paints, the pink cassette tape, and the gramophone itself, they all sustained similar damage while they were in that room.
That's some seriously powerful vibration. Enough to crack metal. Enough to knock someone out all the way across a room.
Yeah, that's the one thing I don't get. If the frequency was so powerful and had such a big range, how did the murderer pull it off? Wouldn't they have been in range too? Think about it. They can't have been much further away from the gramophone than Flora was.
Protected themselves.
They protected themselves.
How?
These are some pretty heavy-duty earmuffs. I think they'd be enough to block out the sound.
Right. Let's go over everything from the start. 1. Freya is painting Flora's portrait. They're listening to music on the gramophone.
2. The murderer is hiding in the attic, wearing earmuffs.
3. The golden beetle starts to emit its hissing noise.
Hold on. How did it know?
The beetle?
Yeah. What triggered it? At that particular moment. Pointer's research said it makes the noise when it feels threatened.
I'm not sure. Maybe something in the music?
Maybe.
4. Freya and Flora are both knocked
Okay.
unconscious by the vibrations. Freya lands on her back. She drops the brush and palette by her side.
5. The murderer fires the crossbow directly downwards.
6. The arrow is pulled back up on the reel.
7. The murderer leaves the attic, presumably.
8. The door is kicked down. Fitz and Poppy enter the room.
That's it. There's something bothering me.
What?
I just want to check something. Let's go back to the crime scene.
Well, it's so dark. How they trigger the beetle hit, right?
The answer is in the painting. I'm sure of it.
Painting?
The plant. It's in the book.
What?
Look!
Oh, the plant. Usually only eats the seeds of the tantum amid. So fucking dark. What are we looking for?
And it's dark.
Yeah.
I can see the stars.
And it's dark. And it's dark. And it's dark.
I can see the stars.
Is the answer literally in the paint? I'm looking at it right now. There's supposed to be two, it looks like. There's only one?
I can see the stars.
And it's dark.
Yeah, I'm being...
Plant. It's in the
What?
book. Look!
And it's dark.
Why can't I go back up?
And it's dark. And it's dark. And it's dark.
I can see the stars.
Got anything on the painting in the room?
The answer is in the painting. I'm sure of it.
That's all he says. Then we finally need this magnifying glass or something? What am I supposed to be looking for? Also, where is everyone?
Let's not wander off right now. What I was doing. I have to like really like look at it. Maybe a bird flew up to the plant to eat, and then the beetle's like, "Oh shit, bird." That makes a lot of sense. answer is in the painting. I'm sure of it.
Oops. No, this is just a flower and this is the fruit. Silver works for you now. I'm missing something. I don't know how to trigger it.
I can see the stars.
It's dark.
I can see the stars. I can see the stars. I can see the stars.
It's dark. The answer is in the
I
painting.
can see the stars
I'm
too.
sure of it.
So, we spent a whole day at this place? It's already nighttime?
The plant. It's in the book.
What?
Look.
Literally, Mario, hurry, the Chancellor away. I don't remember her using blues. I don't know. Just picking at things.
Freya, did you leave us a clue?
Coffee. Says if Frey would mix all the colors she would need before starting her. What I was looking at. But what? What? I had to look at the fucking...
So what's bothering you?
Something that's not here. The thing we didn't find. We know she was holding it during the painting.
Flora's ink dip feather?
It was here. In this room. Where'd it go?
Found it somewhere else.
We found it somewhere else.
It's here. I don't know what this other stuff.
We were a little too late to save it.
So it was stolen from the crime scene. And ended up in the incinerator down in the study.
Someone wanted to destroy it, I guess.
But how? How was it stolen from up here in Flora's tower?
Presumably, Flora dropped it when she fell unconscious.
Yeah, and then what? The murderer couldn't have stolen it if they were up in the attic.
So the question is, how could they steal something from a room they weren't able to access? The final clue about the crime scene. Freya left it for us right here. It's in the unfinished painting. It's not quite a photo, but still, it's an image of the crime scene recorded just before the murder. If only she'd finished it, and then I could be totally sure.
It's true she never finished it, but she did intend to finish it.
Meaning?
We know more about the painting than what Freya actually got down on the canvas.
What if Freya shows her intent?
That's not it.
Okay. Intentions for the... Gonna be this.
Freya prepared all the colors she was going to need before she started painting.
Okay. On the brush. Oh. What? Sketch.
Yellow paint was going to be used to paint this sketch of something sitting in the window.
Something in the window. Oh.
Something yellow in the window of Flora's. Beetle? Or egg?
That's not it. That's not it.
Gramophone? But we know it's the plant or whatever. It's...
That's not it.
all the yellow
That's
things.
not it.
Something yellow.
That's not it.
In the exact shape of the other plant. Yeah, it is.
That's not it.
But it says something yellow.
That's not it. There she is. Our little thief.
How long has it been there? Did it hear the whole conversation?
She did. But she's a very good listener.
Hello.
Well now, I think this has quite served its purpose, don't you?
What the? Who are you?
Penny, why did you...
It's Penelope, if you don't mind. But
With the
before
birds?
we begin, isn't there a certain formality demanding our attention?
Ooh. Being sturdy to tired.
Lovely. Now, tell me, what was it that drove you this far? I'm ever so curious.
The hell? Why? Not to help her friend.
I wanted to help Freya's friends.
Is that right? Interesting.
Why did you do it, Penny? What did Freya do to you?
Absolutely nothing.
So,
Well then,
what? You just hated her indiscriminately?
Freya Fellow was an inspiration to us all. She was possessed of a great energy. The volition to create something from nothing. The willpower to walk beyond her boundaries. She was truly free. Everything I couldn't be.
You know
doesn't mean
what?
you gotta kill her.
I just realized I actually have no idea who Penelope Pointer really is.
Weird, isn't it? Considering we've met her, what is it, 3 times now?
Exactly. How do we know this one isn't a disguise too?
You think you've already hollowed us out, don't you? Only a few short hours at Tangle Tower, and you feel like you've got everyone sussed. Unearthed every single one of our secrets. Nothing but bullet points for your notebook. Go on, indulge me. What does it say in your notes about Penelope Pointer?
You not say it the first stream? I don't remember you saying it the first stream. You said she was lonely.
I suppose I can't argue with that, can I?
Penny, we only know what you choose to tell us, so why not help us out?
Very well. Penelope Pointer is actually not very important at all. She pales in comparison to those who came before her and to those that came after. Living at Tangle Tower, it is very difficult to attain the levels of self-realization you probably take for granted.
You sure this is a Tangle Tower thing, and not a you thing?
Perhaps you didn't notice. Not one of them is happy, not one.
So why stay? Why not just leave?
I thought she did leave. Penny, you said you traveled, didn't you?
I did. Many times I've walked away. It did not help me. You saw the family tree hanging in the grand hall, did you not?
Yeah, it lists a bunch of people who don't live here anymore.
A bunch of people who don't live here anymore. I couldn't have put it better myself. My mother, for one. My father, too. The other 2 Remingtons. Poppy's mother, Primrose. And her brother, Richard.
And Fitz's father.
That's 5. 5 people that might have lived here, but don't.
And that was the first question I wanted answered.
You wanted to know where they'd all gone?
More than that, I wanted to know if I belonged with them. I have no place here. Not among the Fellows, the Remingtons, or the Pointers. But I felt there must be a reason why everyone else left. Some common purpose they all shared. Perhaps it could be my purpose too.
So, what did you actually do about it?
Nothing I could do, at first. Nobody would tell me anything. The more questions I asked, the fewer answers I got. Then, I found it. I was 19. Same age Freya is now.
Found what?
The study?
The study. The one hidden in the middle of the house. It's right next to a bedroom.
I'd hear voices at night. Deep ones. And the strangest thing, the wall behind my bed would get incredibly hot. for hours on end. The paint would peel, wallpaper wouldn't stay up. I thought I was cursed. I thought it was something trying to break through. Eventually, I couldn't take it anymore. I found my way in the same way you did. Once you know it's there, it's simple.
So, you got into the study and found the incinerator. That must have been a relief, right?
It was still warm when I found it. Then, I looked inside. Let's see how thorough you've been. Tell me, do you know what a misted is?
Misted?
Yes.
Mistids? Sure, yeah.
You're more observant than I thought.
Sorry, what are we talking about?
It's a collective term from before my time. Birds, insects, amphibians, anything living off the lake water. The mutation can take several generations, or it can happen overnight.
Wait, mistids, like cryptids, like Bigfoot or whatever.
A little egregious, isn't it? I suspect that was an intentional parallel. The main difference being mistids are perfectly real. They're just kept secret. Or at least, that was the original plan. As it happened, some got out. Quite a few got out.
How do you know all this?
When I entered the study at 19, I found a single object that rather changed my life. Something which answered my questions while at once creating all new ones.
I think Penny found the study. Can it be the beetle?
That's not it.
Okay. Children's.
That's not right.
Okay. The secret research.
That's not right.
Dang it. The notebook.
That's not right.
Hawk.
The 5 missing family members standing together as a single unit, calling themselves the ambassadors of Misted Mansion.
So, the house was renamed from Misted Mansion to Tangle Tower?
And rightly so. The age of Misted Mansion is long past. When I looked inside the incinerator on my first visit to the study, I found nothing but ash. The afterimage of a bygone era denied to me in its entirety. The study, the room at the bottom of the lake itself, all empty shells. I felt my only hope lay with the ambassadors. If I could find them, maybe they'd share the family history that Flora and the others were trying so hard to forget.
How did you track them down?
It was tough. They'd taken almost everything. Books, maps, charts, the creatures themselves, all lost, taken away or destroyed. But I got lucky. I got a lead. I found one, and he led me to the rest.
And? What happened? Why'd you paint out all their faces?
They didn't help you either, did they?
19-year-old me had imagined they'd all left with a mission, a unified purpose, but they hadn't. They were, in fact, every bit as fractured as the people that still live here. Most of them had left tracking escaped mystics. Some claimed to be researchers, others little more than hunters. All 5 completely useless to me.
Even your own parents?
Eventually, I returned to Tangle Tower. I had nowhere else to go. I considered giving up. But instead, I made a decision. There was only one person at Tangle Tower still of interest to me. My dear Uncle Pointer had suddenly made a show of taking up astronomy. A fairly superficial charade. I don't think many people were fooled by it. But I knew it wasn't just a falsehood. It was a mask. Pointer had found something from the era of Misted Mansion.
So where did he get the beetle?
I cannot be sure, but I theorize that he received it in the post.
In the post?
What?
From who?
Who can say? Someone outside Tangle Tower. But the thought that he would be in contact with such a person all that time, I decided to take what was owed to me.
So you stole it.
Stealing the beetle turned out to be only the first step. Upon realizing it was gone, Pointer made little effort to disguise his frustration. I asked what was bothering him. He foresaw no risk in sharing a little of the truth with his niece. He told me he'd lost a rare treasure, something he'd been keeping safe. I suggested, innocently, that perhaps it was not lost. Perhaps it had been stolen. He was very ready to believe he'd been the victim of theft. When I offered to call in a private detective, he jumped on the idea. She arrived the next day. Hawkshaw prides herself on her punctuality, as you know.
Why, though? Why go through all that? The name, the costume, and everything?
It's somewhat sad to admit, but I had little use left for Penny Pointer as she was. Hawkshaw afforded me new advantages, opportunities.
But didn't you have to pretend to be working for Professor Pointer?
Well, that was one of the advantages. Pointer was in such a desperate state, he was finally willing to share some of his secrets. On the second day, Hawkshaw explained she needed to be able to search the secret laboratory. Pointer gave in and gave me the code for the harp statue. Reluctantly, but still.
So, you stole Pointer's research?
I would have done, if I'd found anything worth stealing. But he had made remarkably little progress, barely scratching the surface of the beetle's true mystery.
Which is?
It carries an exoskeleton approximately 90% identical to gold. But it's not the 90% I'm interested in. Did you ever question what exactly makes the water here so unique? Before Misted Mansion was built over the lake, before the lake was even a lake, Lord Remington and his wife built a small structure here, a research station, supposedly. Fast forward 2 or 3 generations, and as you saw for yourself, it's been mostly cleared out.
The ambassadors took everything when they left.
And everything they didn't take was burned in the incinerator. However, possessing additional insight, I found something the others had missed. It's not much, but I have what I need.
So, why isn't this the end of the story? Why did you stay? Why did you kill Freya?
Simply put, Freya was too good for me. It's my fault. I pushed her over the edge, unknowingly, but still, I take the blame.
What are you talking about?
Did you know I based the design for Hawkshaw on something Freya painted?
This thing.
That's right. I had assumed it was purely abstract. I just thought it had a good energy. I later discovered
Good energy.
it was a figure of some kind, something from Freya's recurring nightmare. For all her vitality, I think Freya was probably the most troubled of all of us. She was desperate to leave Tangle Tower, but she couldn't just walk away. For quite some time, she'd been trying to break into Pointer's laboratory. Freya and her friends were halfway through deciphering those symbols on the harp statue, I believe.
Why did she care about getting into Pointer's lab?
That's exactly what I wondered. At first, I thought perhaps she just wanted to free the beetles. She has a fondness for them. What Pointer was doing upset her significantly. But in fact, I think it was something else. I think she wanted to free Fiona.
Evie?
The real reason Freya was unable to leave Tangle Tower is that she could not get Fiona to agree to come with her. We're now firmly in the realm of speculation, but I think Freya felt that exposing the darker secrets of Tangle Tower, not just to the rest of the family, but to the world, would compromise all 3 families, and perhaps, somehow, free Fiona from the shackles of her inheritance. That was her plan anyway, but something happened. before Freya could find her way into Pointer's laboratory.
She found her way into your study, found your notes, found that photograph. I'm willing to bet she put it all together quicker than we did.
So she worked out what had happened to the 5 ambassadors. Specifically, what you'd done to them when they refused to help you.
Freya had made a promise to paint Flora as a birthday
Wait, did
gift,
she kill them?
a parting gift no less. She'd be in a locked room, several hours away from her friends. It was my best chance.
But why hide in the attic? And why bother with the beetle at all?
The beetle in the gramophone wasn't for Freya. It was for Flora. She didn't deserve to be involved. She suffered enough. I couldn't get Flora out of her room, but if she could be unconscious, then she wouldn't have to witness anything.
Why the knife? The illusion of the painted knife with the blood.
That was for Fiona. And Poppy too, I suppose. Gave them something to focus on.
You mean it distracted them while you made your escape?
It helped them cope. The very idea of something abstract, something supernatural. I believe it made things marginally less painful for them, initially. Worked on you, too.
So why are you still here? Why not take your first chance and leave?
Well, I've been waiting for an opportunity to get my beetle back. I'd really rather not leave without it.
Wait, it's still here?
It's still inside the gramophone.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, the boat.
What's going on?
Poppy, they are both awake.
I can see.
You two all right?
My head hurts. What happened to us?
You were both unconscious. 14 minutes by my count.
Really?
You're both fine. No injuries.
Was it the beetle? In the gramophone? I heard it through the ceiling in my room.
The exact same sound we heard before the murder.
You know it was a
must have
beetle?
been.
So how did we get down here? What happened to Penny?
Fit saved both of you, obviously.
When I reached Flora's tower, you were both unconscious, and Penny was crouched down beside you. She had her crossbow on her, but who knows? She may have just been checking you were both asleep.
Did you know
She was gonna
she
kill us.
that she was the murderer?
Poppy and Fifi suspected her. Apparently, they
Oh.
were pretty close to solving it themselves.
Fitz did not want to believe us, because he liked Penny. A lot.
Oh.
But what happened? Fitz, what did
How
she
did
do
she
when
not
she
get
saw
knocked
you?
out?
She jumped out the window.
What? Did she survive?
She did.
I heard something land in the garden outside my room, but by the time I got out there to check, she was already gone.
Hang on. Poppy, why do you have Penny's hat bird?
She left him behind. I found him sitting on the floor in the aviary, all by himself. Poor little thing. The mean lady didn't care about you at all, did she? No, she
care of the
didn't.
hat.
I apologize. Poppy seems to be under the illusion that the bird can understand human language.
So, Penny got away.
I'm afraid she did.
We had suspected she might try to escape. I was stationed here by the lake's edge. I proved to be an ineffective guard. She took the boat.
Did she take the beetle with her?
Nope,
How do you know?
No.
because it's right here.
What?
It was still in the gramophone. I guess I scared her off before she had a chance to take it.
Poppy, what are you going to do with it? Are you going to give it back to your father?
No, I'm not. It doesn't belong to anyone. So, I'm going to put it on the ground and never bother it again. I think that's what she would have wanted.
That's what Freya would have wanted. Oh! Oh. Bitch, she just escaped? So there has to be another game after this, right? Yes? How do we get back home? Because our boat was... Can't say this is the most satisfying ending. Yeah. So Penny's motive was that she felt trapped. So she wanted to learn more about her family. And then wasn't happy with it. Decided to kill them because she wasn't happy with it. Well, what else could you do, right? I guess you could not kill people. People are unsatisfied with the end. I think it's neat that it's her, and that, like, you know, she escapes or whatever. Her motives don't make sense. The puzzles are all fine and stuff. Like, knowing the family's cool and stuff. I don't understand her motive. So I'm like, is that it?